Hello. Today we will be interviewing Jimmy Brown as my Make-A-Wish wish. I was a Make-A-Wish kid back in 2020 and they never granted my wish. Now I'm 19 and I'm also an obese alcoholic, as you can probably tell. And I'm very excited to be with Jimmy Brown today.
Right, my name is Jimmy Brown. I'm 19 years old and I am an obese alcoholic, which you said that you are as well. So why am I here?
I was a Make-A-Wish kid. Now I'm a Make-A-Wish adult. And I need you to perform for me. It's my wish before I die.
When are you going to die?
Probably the next 5 years. When are you going to die?
I don't know. I suffer from various degenerative conditions. I believe that alcohol or the excessive nitrous or the excessive takeaway food may cause me to have a debilitating stroke at some time, but I don't have precision on when that will precisely be. But what is Make-A-Wish? I don't understand. It's like you just make a wish.
You don't know Make-A-Wish? So it's a program for kids with chronic and illnesses where you're going to die and you get one wish. It can be anything. It can be as expensive as you want. Some people wish to go to Disneyland or meet their favorite celebrity, and your wish will be granted before you die.
All right.
I would like you to describe your songwriting process.
My process is that I go on Fiverr.com and I pay people in Bangladesh to make like beats for me, and then I get pissed and I just like improvise lyrics atop the music they have composed.
You get pissed as in get drunk?
Yes, I drink excessively. My favorite tipple is vodka Red Bull.
Is it easy to write music while drunk?
Everything is difficult for me because I'm in a great deal of physical and emotional pain at all times. So no, it is not easy.
How difficult on a scale of 1 to 10? What are your biggest difficulties writing?
What are my biggest difficulties writing, or the scale of 1 to 10?
Both.
Is 1 the highest or the lowest?
Lowest.
Right. It is a level 9 difficulty. What was the second question?
It was, what is your process? Or something.
Put the mic close to you.
Oh, sorry. What is your process? Like, what is the hardest thing about writing?
Well, my songs touch on very personal themes. It can be difficult to talk about these themes. Some of my songs include I'm an obese alcoholic, How do I stop crying when I masturbate? I can't really remember my other songs. I know I'm going to die of a stroke. I love Darlene even though she's mean. Just difficult subject matter that hurts me to think about.
What do you think it would take to get you to stop drinking?
Well, I have tried various stints at sobriety, but it is difficult because if I don't drink for 5 minutes, I begin to experience the dreaded shakes or the delirium tremens as they're known, and I collapse. So I have tried. I have been sober, but only for 5 minutes at a time. I don't know what it would take to make me sober. Perhaps a medically induced coma would be nice, because then I could just be asleep whilst the what's it called? What are bad effects from withdrawal? Yes, if I could be artificially induced coma, I would be asleep for the withdrawal, and that might be quite nice because I don't really like being awake anyway.
Honestly, I commend you on 5 minutes of sobriety. It's better than nothing. How has becoming a British pop star influenced your day-to-day life and diseases?
I don't know that I am a pop star, really. I'm more of a... oh, right, yeah, I guess I am a pop star. I don't know, really. It has not influenced my life at all. I'm still doing the same things, just getting pissed at pub, eating at takeaways, fish and chips, battered sausage, pies, Co-
Hot dogs?
yes, I quite like hot dogs. I like curry sauce. So nothing has really changed in that regard.
Have you started drinking more after you became famous?
Well, I wouldn't say that I'm famous. So I would say no, I'm drinking the same excessive amount that I have always drank.
If you could choose between not being obese or not being an alcoholic, which would you choose?
It's a rather difficult question because I just love alcohol. I find it so absolutely delicious. And I do wish I wasn't an alcoholic because it has various negative side effects. But I abhor the obese, which is why I hate myself. Or it's really a self-fulfilling prophecy. I can't answer that question really. Next question.
I can relate on that. Which inspires you more, food or alcohol? You gotta pick.
Well, if I were to go my whole life without eating, I would die. If I were to go my whole life without drinking, I wouldn't die, but I want to be dead. So I think food is better because without it I would die.
I agree with that. Can you tell me what your relationship with your family is like?
They are scoundrels. Mum betrayed me when she began dating Smothfeld after Dad's death. Mark F. Brown, my brother, tragically died at age 21 when he was bitten by a squirrel, and he refused the rabies vaccination because he had scruples and beliefs. He vehemently opposed vaccination of all kinds, even rabies, and I commend him for his bravery in sticking to his values. However, he is now dead.
I'm so sorry for your loss, genuinely, from the bottom of my heart. How does spite and revenge influence you in your writing process?
Sorry, could you repeat?
How does spite and revenge influence you?
I don't think it influences me at all because I'm not a very spiteful or vengeful person. I am a vessel for other people to punish and hurt, but I am very much incapable of being active in any capacity. I'm a passive participant in all situations, this one included. I don't know why I'm here.
Have you hit rock bottom in your alcoholism, do you think? Or do you think you're still on your way to that?
It's very difficult to say if I've hit rock bottom, but I would like to reach it because I think that would mean I'm consuming more, and the more I drink, the better I feel. So I look forward to reaching rock bottom. Typically, I drink until I collapse. So, yeah, I look forward to it.
I look forward to that too, honestly. Can you tell us about your romantic history?
It's been written. Have you read Brown on Brown volumes 1, 2?
We didn't do any research.
A Holiday with Mrs. Higgins, Brittany's Burden, Shattered, detail my various love lives. Would you like me to talk about Brittany, Judge Miranda Roberts, or Darlene?
I would like to hear about Brittany.
Brittany is my current girlfriend. She is sober, or was. I met her on the Lucid sober dating app, where I lied to her and told her that I was sober, but I'm in fact a crippling alcoholic. So I lied to her for many moons and said that I was sober, but clearly I am not. She saw me drinking a bottle of whiskey, and I told her that it was non-alcoholic whiskey. She was excited by the prospect of the existence of non-alcoholic whiskey, but then took a sniff and realized that I had been lying, which upset her greatly. So she broke it off with me, and she relapsed herself. She is now drinking and smoking crack cocaine. But we have just had a child together called Tanner. I have another son named Tanner from a different relationship. So she won't let me see the boy. I think technically we're still dating, but it's been many months since I've seen her.
I noticed that you have oddly small hands. Has that affected your relationships?
Well, I don't use my hands in my relationship, so I don't think so.
Do you have a least favorite ex?
No, I loved all of them deeply, but they all hurt me very cruelly. No, not really.
What's your experience with your most devastating heartbreak?
My most devastating heartbreak. Well, I could talk about Judge Miranda Roberts. She was the judge that made the ruling that stripped me of custody of my first son, Tanner, but she and I began dating after she made that ruling. And I was madly in love with her. She was polyamorous. She had many, many lovers, many of whom lived with her and me. And she died of syphilis. But then she came back to life, which was rather inspiring. But then she died again of botulism because she was fermenting beaver tails improperly using a plastic bucket, and you must not use a plastic bucket if you're fermenting beaver tails. Otherwise, botulism could occur.
I'm so sorry for your double loss. What are your personal thoughts on polyamory?
Well, I don't have any really because I tend to be apathetic about most things. What was funny?
Sorry. Where do you see your future with love going?
I don't. I just live in the moment. I see. I take things one day at a time. So I don't imagine that anything good will happen. If that answers your question.
That sounds very pessimistic, and I respect that. That's all the questions I have for you today. I'm ready for you to play music for me.
So you would like me to play music because this is your wish, your dying wish, and you're a dying child or a dying adult rather, and I am to play some of my music for you. Well, I have brought an acoustic guitar, and so there's a very limited selection of songs I could do. Would it be alright? Would it be inspiring for you if I did a song called I Found a Dead Fox Outside Sainsbury's in Followfield?
That sounds absolutely perfect.
Right, alright, well I can do that then.
I am very, very excited to introduce Jimmy Brown once again, but this time with artistry and music.
Right, my name is Jimmy Brown. I will perform a song entitled I Found a Dead Fox Outside Sainsbury's in Followfield in honour of this dying child.
/adult.
Adult rather, sorry. Well, I found a dead fox outside Sainsbury's, the one on Wilmslow Road. Lying in the car park with blood in his mouth, his orange corpse was stiff and alone. I was on my way to Weatherspoons, the one in Followfield. It's right across from the Sainsbury's, I guess it's no big deal. Someone must have hit him after dark, driving through the Sainsbury's car park. He must have been eating from the skip. There's lots of food in the Sainsbury's bins. I found a dead fox outside Sainsbury's in Followfield. Yeah, I found a dead fox outside Sainsbury's in Followfield. Well, I didn't say nothing, there was nothing to say. Someone will clean up the mess one day. Looking at rotting death is not so cool. I really hope that it's cleaned up soon. I went to Spoons for pints and a curry. I took my time, I weren't in a hurry. The fox's corpse was still lying there, with all its blood, matted hair. Thought about cleaning it up myself, but that wouldn't be good for my health. Animals can carry weird disease, and that's really not what I need. I found a dead fox outside Sainsbury's in Followfield. Yeah, I found a dead fox outside Sainsbury's in Followfield. Dead dog, dead fox, dead dog, dead fox. There's no way he'll ever come back to life again. Yeah, I found a dead fox outside Sainsbury's in Followfield. Yeah, I found a dead fox outside Sainsbury's in Fallowfield. Yeah, I found a dead fox outside Sainsbury's in Fallowfield. Oh, right. So now, So now you can die happily, or will you still be sad about your death?
Now I'm gonna cry. That was amazing. This is all I've ever wanted. I don't even know what to say. It was amazing, and I think that I can die more than satisfied.
Oh, right. My name is Jimmy Brown.